I'm going to hit record on mine too.
Does it? I don't see it asking me. Don't worry about it. I'm recording it in 2 different ways.
Okay, perfect. Good.
So you'll see it.
All right, if you're good, I'm good.
Yep, when she gets in, we're good. So it's 8:50. So at 8:55, I'm going to start actually pushing it out. Oh, RJ's got me muted, so that's good. Okay, hold on. Admit.
Dude, you fucking rock. You're awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Now I'm going to turn my camera off.
Anybody else starting to shit their pants a little bit?
You just get to use your beautiful voice and talk shit to people. Embrace it, damn it.
Okay.
We got this. We got it. Just vibe off of each other. We're good.
What is RJ? What are you doing?
I'm last minute recording one for the high note. High note.
Oh, okay. Trying to get my hair just right. Okay.
All right, so I'm good here. I'm good on this side. Eva's going, so that's good. So, okay. Eva. I know.
I swear to God.
Yeah, Ava.
Yeah, Eva.
Yeah, okay. I thought I wasn't muted.
You said... Heard you. Okay, so it says this live video should start soon. Thanks for your patience.
Yep.
Oh, God. Okay.
What you're gonna? Why is it showing that? It shouldn't show that. It shouldn't show that. Oh my God! It's not supposed to show you. It's showing you.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
It's showing you. Don't worry. I'll fix it. Don't worry about it. I'll get it back. I'm sorry. I'll get it. Don't worry about it. Just give me a second.
I hope they can at least hear you so they don't think I'm talking to my fucking self right now.
No, they can hear you. 100% they can hear you.
No, I mean, I hope they can hear you.
Man.
Who, me? Oh, they can hear me. It's live.
Oh, perfect.
They could totally hear the producer in the background talking, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
It's show 1 and my producer already fucked it all up.
Hey, listen, you're not paying me, so shut up.
It's a good deal. Shit happens.
I'm not paying you. Dan's paying you.
You're not supposed to say that on air.
I mean, I have my people.
Listen, okay, there we go. We're good. Right there. There you go.
Did you get me taken down or am I still up?
No. I got you. You're taken care of right here. I got you. You're down. You're not up anymore. I took you down.
That's possibly the funniest fucking thing. That had to happen on show 1, right? Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Yes.
Oh, shit. You guys are live. Yeah. Go
yes. So I'm not taking blame for it, just so you know. I refuse to take blame for it.
I hope fucking Dan saw that.
Oh, my God. Is it go?
We're going live right now.
We're good, man.
Stop, drop, and talk podcast.
Eva, go on do me a favor.
Facebook.com/Stop, Drop, and Talk podcast. Go now. Watch it now.
This is why we have him along.
Sorry, I had to make something for my Instagram. Okay.
Dan started laughing. He's like, I saw it. It's hilarious.
Oh my God, one of my dancers just texts me and goes,
Amazing.
Oh my God, it looked like you didn't have a top on.
Sweet.
It kind of does, actually. Maybe
with your hair, actually, Megan, with your hair down in an angle right there, it looks like you have no top on.
Anything to get more followers.
Hey, I'll exploit myself for $1.
Hey, I'm not wearing any bottoms.
Dude, you want to check this shit out, you guys? Sparkle slippers and sweatpants.
Ooh, where's my slippers at?
Oh my God, I have the same pair. Seriously?
I'll be right back in 2 seconds.
I need my slippers. Where are they?
Dude, I gotta read this fucking text message from Dan that he sent us.
Got my phone right in front of me, but it's kind of
Eva, not Megan, he said. Eva!
E-E-V-A.
Like in the movie Wall-E.
I mean, obviously
remember?
not E-E-V-A, but it helps. Eva!
Well, we're already off to a lovely start.
So how you guys
Have we
feeling?
started? We going?
It says we hear you online. You guys are
Ah! Ah!
He
Can't be
keeps,
good.
another producer keeps texting us going, your mics are hot. We're new to this. Cut us some slack.
Oh, our mics are hot. I should probably turn mine down. Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
this is kinda new, so this is going to be a rough
Hey.
start.
Dude, this is like rapid fire texting of him being like, oh my God.
Oh, are we supposed to keep the text log open?
Well, there's no
I guess we
video. And then our other producer that's supposed to be helping run it ghosted.
Everyone disappeared.
You can all
Everyone that knows what they're doing is gone.
His chair's empty.
We'll get it going.
I
We'll get
am
it going. It's
pissed.
going to be awesome.
We're going to go live at 9 o'clock. We've only got 15 seconds. I told you, we're cutting it right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go live. So silence, and when you hear the music stop, you're ready to go. You're live.
We can't hear the music.
The music just stopped. Go. You're live. You are officially live.
It's supposed to be music?
There was music.
Music for an intro, yeah.
The music was live. Just go. You're live.
Music for an intro.
The music went.
Oh, we're 0 for 2.
Go for it, back up. I have it.
That's great. Why don't you go ahead and play our intro music, RJ?
Yeah, run that.
Marklin, should I play the intro?
Yes. Yes. Play the intro.
Not the outro, the intro. Oh!
And welcome.
That's not funny.
It is.
Oh, and the world's going crazy. Stop, drop, and talk. We've got no time for bullshit. Stop, drop, and talk. With Eva, Arejay, and B-rock. It's stop. Stop, drop, and talk.
And we're live. It's finally happening. The dream is coming true, folks. The dream has finally come true. Welcome, welcome, men and women, boys and girls of all ages, of all different, whatever you want to call yourself. Welcome to the show. My name is Arejay Hale. I am 1/3 of Stop, Drop, and Talk. Yay! Let's get some cheers going as soon as hang on. We're just. There we go. Yeah, stop. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. What a great crowd we have tonight. Yes, that's right. We are 3 no BS personalities brought together to give you one thing. Real talk about some real shit, and there's some real shit going on. We're all entertainers. We got to entertain, and this is the only way we can do it. And, of course, I have to introduce my better half, my better third, our better third, I should say, the lovely, talented, the beautiful, the wonderful, the amazing Eva Steele, everybody!
Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Eva Steele.
A little late on the sound effects. Sorry.
Oh, stop. You shouldn't have. I am Eva Steele. I am 2/3, or the second of the thirds of the co-host for Stop, Drop, and Talk. We're going to be bringing you all kinds of awesome content every single week. Crazy segments. Wait till you hear the names for these. All of the audio clips that RJ created for us, and all of the guests that we have lined up to get on the show. You are not going to want to miss it. But we're not done yet. We still have one more co-host. I'm going to send it on over to B-rock.
What's up, guys? I'm the last third. I'm the last third part of the show, and I'm so excited to be here. We've been working really hard on this. This is going to be so much fun. So let's get this going.
Stoked.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
Let's do it. What
So-
should we get into first?
So one of the first things we're going to be doing, our first segment is going to be about hot button topics.
Ooh, tell us more.
It
like
is.
that.
Our hot button topics is going to be called Some Fucks Given.
Woo!
Some people got many and others have none. We're all going crazy, so come and get one. It's some fucks given.
All right, some fucks given. I love it.
That's right. Some Fucks Given. Our hot button top of the week, of course, everybody's talking about it. It is COVID and quarantine. I'm just going to jump right into it, guys. Quarantine sex. Sex mania or dry spell?
Man, for me as a single guy, I tell you what, it's been okay. There's a lot more girls on Tinder for sure. I mean, people are home, they're lonely.
It hasn't been a dry spell for like texting and talking to like people.
I've seen an increase in Bumble and Tinder and stuff like that. I mean, like,
That shit's got to be
crazy.
so hot right now because everyone's just like anyone who's single has to be pent up, horny as hell. They have to like I'll bet the FaceTime sex is just like really happening right now.
I mean, it's got to be because if you don't live or you're not self-isolating with the person you're banging, what are you going to do? There's got to be it's got to be virtual.
Well, I mean, the only downside, I guess I would say, is that, and luckily not in my case, but because for me, I'm actually really glad that I know this is a terrible thing that we're going through. It's rough, but for me, I'm so used to being in a different city every day, constantly traveling, constantly on the road. Like, I'm really stoked that I have a chance to like break into other avenues. Like, I've been singing and songwriting, and also starting a podcast. So it's been a really fun opportunity to try new things. So, but I think for some people it may be stressful, and nothing kills your libido quicker than being stressed out or depressed.
That's true. And you have you live with your girlfriend, right, RJ? That's true?
I do.
So, I mean, how's that going? And how has the writing been? Has it changed at all for you? Has it kind of changed how you're writing at all?
I mean, I guess not really. Not in the way that I've been writing, but I have more time now and more kind of a free opportunity to be able to make demos and sing more, and actually be able to, like, I turned my closet into a vocal booth, and I use that for writing and for making demos, and I've been focusing a lot on singing, and so it's been a fun time for me anyway to like explore other creative outlets, you know.
So what's kind of cool about this is like all of us are kind of hitting our stride with like our creativity in this quarantine, because we're fucking bored, for one, because when you're stuck in your house, you got to find different ways to like entertain yourself or new skills to learn. So truthfully, that's a huge reason why we decided to start this podcast, was because so many people are wanting that entertainment factor, and it's so hard for us who are either in entertainment or work in the industry to do those creative outlets or to help or to entertain people. So we all said, you know what, fuck it, let's get together, let's do this podcast. And this literally was B-Rock's brainchild like a week ago.
It shows, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. It came up really quick as an idea.
That's a really good joke there, Eva.
It came up really quick as an idea to just basically reach out. But when we got Eva and
by the way, we're totally
Eva,
kidding.
sorry, and RJ on board. Holy crap! We took off, man.
We're totally kidding. We spent like 5 years developing this into the honed, perfect, crafted thing that it is today.
With all of our intros and our, and our content and our logo. No, I'm not kidding.
That's right.
It was a week, a full-on week. So it's pretty awesome though, because it's amazing how quickly this came together with all of our different backgrounds. I've done radio, I've done live entertainment, I've done all kinds of things. And RJ has, the background in entertainment as well. RJ, tell them what you do.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're totally right. I think that for a lot of us, being an entertainer and we're mostly in live entertainment. And right now, with this whole COVID thing going on, we can't really go out and do anything live because that requires a crowd, and everyone is stuck in their homes. So, thank God for technology. Thank God we're able to get together and still have some sort of outlet for people that are dealing with this.
So, with COVID, people are doing a lot of really weird, crazy things, and like even buying stupid shit. Like, what's your craziest quarantine purchase that you guys have made? Because everybody's like online late night shopping, early day shopping. Some people are drinking all day long. Some people, there are no rules. It's airport rules during quarantine. There are no
time
rules.
Doesn't matter. Days don't matter. It's just terrible.
We got it. It's awful.
I've kind of got I've got a Coors NA, but I'll definitely do that with you.
We applaud you.
Awesome.
We applaud you. Thank you for representing for the people that don't drink, because more power to you. I think that's great.
And more, there are becoming more people that don't drink than do. So I think that that's really great that we have somebody that represents, someone from the other side, because RJ and I are indulging in we had to jump the gun with this celebratory cocktail a little bit since we're over 2, but hey.
Oh, where's my other cocktail? Oh, there you are. Hello.
Oh, wait, hang on.
Yeah, of course. There's nothing wrong with an NA. It still tastes really good.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
I didn't do it with my hands.
So, anyway, we've all made stupid purchases. What's one of your stupid purchases that you've made? What's the dumbest purchase you've made?
Go for it, B-Rock.
Man, for now, I've just been trying to focus actually of staying off Amazon, but I've got a putting green in my backyard. So
nice.
I've kind of made some stupid
jealous
like putting stuff.
Nice.
And it's nice right now during the quarantine, because if I want to step outside, at least I can putt, but I've got to step away from Amazon quite a bit, and just
what about like a putt golf course in your backyard?
Yeah, it's like a Happy Gilmore little putt golf course. It's my happy place, you know?
It's all in the hips. So what's your
like a
stupid?
pendulum.
Yes. What's your stupid purchase, RJ?
Oh my God! You tell me. I've made so many stupid purchases. I think probably my number one stupid purchase that I made. I really feel like when I come out of this COVID, I'm going to be an aficionado in so many different things, and I am trying now to explore the art of wet shaving. You know, I've had the hardest
Like a straight
time.
razor blade?
I got a straight razor kit.
Oh my
Which
gosh.
I know.
Don't Sweeney Todd yourself.
That sounds very, very dangerous, and it is. It is.
Oh my God.
I didn't know you were also doing sound effects.
I honestly don't even know what that means. Straight razor kit, like.
Well, it's a straight blade. It's a single blade, and it's supposed to be like a really comfortable shave if you're really good at it, but it requires a lot of skill. So I'm learning it, and
all the hipsters are doing it.
I've made all the mistakes, and I'm still making them. But look, I did not shave before the podcast because I didn't want to have like red, nasty craters coming out of my neck. So
I didn't either, but I'm wearing pants. So.
hey!
I
Thank
truthfully haven't really made a stupid Amazon purchase. I mean, kind of, but like the dumbest thing I bought was a book called Bad Girls Throughout History, and it dates back from like 1200 to present day of all these influential women. It's with
that is a
illustrations.
fucking awesome
It's fucking
purchase.
cool.
What are you talking about? That's not a stupid purchase at all.
Oh, I've almost finished it in like 3 days.
That's a great
It's
purchase.
amazing. I love it. No, so I really haven't done that. And a lot of the stuff that like I need, which I try to Amazon shop for, they're out of, which is super annoying. But like, I don't know if you guys have been to the grocery stores lately and like checked out their stock.
Totally. Yes.
It's been interesting.
It's like, it's super hit or miss. Like there are some days that I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to use for toilet paper because I'm almost out and absolutely nowhere fucking has any. But then you get to like, you get to like the food section and there's like some really weird shit left on the shelves. Like what's the weirdest shit you've seen left on the shelves that you thought people would take?
Eva, totally. I mean, when I was at Safeway, like, I don't know, when this first began, you really start to see stuff that people don't like. And I started to see a bunch of frozen pizza, but it was pineapple pizza. And that's like my favorite. So I was like, shit, give it to me. Like, that's fine.
God, what? Who are you?
It totally
Who puts
belongs on
pineapple
pizza.
No, it doesn't.
Well, I have to meet in the middle here because I think it depends on what else you put on it. Pineapple and ham, not my thing. But if you do pineapple, pepperoni, and jalapenos, wow, that's good.
This is the resident
Not even
producer. You don't put pineapple on pizza. Period.
Our producer's chiming in.
Our producer is chiming in.
There's no pineapple on pizza. Period.
Oh no!
I
That's
agree.
not true. You know what? You need to re-educate yourself because it goes on everything, man.
Better chickadee check
That's
yourself.
that's just like your opinion, man.
That's a fact. That is a fact. You know what? eBay it. Google that.
If you guys get that Big Lebowski reference, that's awesome.
I got it. Who else
I
got
love
it? Leave it
that. I
in the
love
comments.
that you got it. I don't know if anybody else got it.
I didn't. I'm sorry. I didn't get it.
Now who needs to educate themselves? That's like
know
one of
what?
the greatest movies of all time.
Oh yeah.
It's the most underrated cult movie of all time.
I don't think it's underrated. I think it's
I
very, very
feel-
rated.
Yes, but there's not enough people that like get the references. B-rock.
It's medium rated.
I just haven't seen it for a long time. That's the only thing. I mean, come on.
It is kind of to a specific type of person, a specific type of era. I could see a lot of young people probably not knowing what that is.
Yeah, but it's like the Breakfast Club. Like every young person should see the Breakfast Club and also the Big Lebowski.
I guess I mean, if it's a staple in history, the
That's
classic.
something people can be doing during quarantine. Catch
Yeah.
up on your
You're
cult
talking to a
classics.
guy that's got like you have to call me Nighthawk shirt. Usually I get these things right, but I don't remember that
That is
quote.
the voice of our generation. Step Brothers will always reign.
Yes.
Forever.
You have to call me Nighthawk.
You have to call me Dragon.
So much room for activities.
That you know what? Why
Sweating
can I
is
not
horseshit.
find that? Why can't I find that as a ringtone? I'm so angry about that.
Have you guys seen that meme that's going around Facebook that's like, I didn't want COVID. I wanted zombies. I said it 4 times.
Said it 4 times.
This pandemic is horseshit. This is so bad. It's so bad.
That's
Those
pretty
would be
good.
fucking hilarious t-shirts.
So-
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of things that people are watching or should be brushing up on, there's a show on Netflix that is super popular right now. I know I've seen it, RJ's seen it, I think B-Rock has seen it. It's called Love is Blind. And these people fall in love without ever seeing each other and get like engaged. And it is the craziest shit. So my question to you guys is, do you think love is really blind?
And if you haven't seen it, you've been living under a B-rock.
But,
Well, we're
where's
talking
that?
about the
Where's
guy
the
that's been
rinse out?
single for a while,
Little
so
late.
that might be true.
we should put him on the show. Who do we need to talk to? I know we have connections somewhere.
Yeah, who was like the really young guy that was dating the really the
Mark.
like the 10-year difference?
Mark and
couple?
Jessica.
I'm sorry.
Jessica, eat a dick. You drug him along.
I mean, she had her issues she was dealing with. I think that all of us have our issues we're dealing with. But I remember when I was 24, and I was not. If I married the person that I was dating or met at 24, my life would be like that. That would suck.
Dude, I feel like that
Divorce.
now though. Like
It's
so hard to meet somebody and really connect with them and trust them. Like
When I was
I
24,
still feel like I'm
didn't
18.
know. Yeah.
So, but what's crazy about that is like, everybody comes, like RJ, you and I kind of talked earlier today about how everybody comes from different backgrounds and different beliefs or morals or whatever. And some people are just wired to get married that young. So he may have been one of those people. However, my point about this whole thing with the show is Jessica straight up drug him through the mud and knew she was doing it. You could watch her manipulating him
She
throughout
wanted to stay on the
season.
show.
Oh my God. It was, yeah. You know what? I think that's true because if they broke up, they got kicked off the show. Like one of those
Yeah.
couples when they first got to Paradise or whatever.
You're not going to get your spin-off show if you get kicked off too quick,
She's not going to get a spin-off show anyway. I would rather watch a tree die than listen to her talk.
She's going to be back for the next season. I swear to God.
She wanted her claim to fame. Little
Because
time,
she's
you know?
the villain of the season. Of course she'll be back.
Yeah.
But she's not going to get her own spin-off show. You can't.
She's the Simon Cowell of Love is Blind. Maybe not. No.
I don't know, but it was crazy. That whole experiment of them trying to prove is love blind, and I think only one of the couples got married and are still together.
I think there might have been two. Oh wait, maybe one of them is now. I don't know.
One got married, and then there's another couple that he left her at the altar, but now they are dating again.
Okay, I believe you.
The mixed
You know what,
couple.
I even
Girl, I
wonder
got all
what
your
the,
gossip.
I wonder what the percentage is between like
The
the
per-
Bachelor and all those people that actually stay together. It's gotta be low. I mean,
How
come on.
scripted do you think that show was? Do
For
you think
those of you,
that's,
for those of you that watched Love Is Blind, the mixed couple stayed married.
Yes,
Ah!
Interesting, yeah.
That's
right.
correct. That is so
I
correct.
think that proves something.
And then
love-
the other couple that got married, two dorks got divorced.
yeah.
Define dork for me here.
They basically,
I've got a Harry Potter sign over there. So I mean, yeah, define that.
Everybody just gets quiet. We're like,
It's just like quiet all of a sudden. Like,
Well, we're
define
just like,
dork?
oh my God, you do have a Harry Potter poster in your house.
Fuck yeah.
oh my God, that
my
is so
God.
funny. Hey, speaking of what's in people's houses, check out RJ's kick-ass Stop, Drop, and Talk logo of ours in the
Hey,
background.
Yes, thank you. Compliments of our friends over at FedEx, who are not shut down for the virus.
No, everything's starting to open back up, and that is another some fucks given hot topic. You know what I mean? That's a hot button issue because so many states
scary.
are opening up, and yeah, it is scary. But you know what? I don't know if there's a right way or a wrong way to do this because the media is giving us so many mixed messages as far as what this virus is capable of or what the proper safety precautions are, and we're all just like, help, because none of us know.
I think we're all making it up as we go along. We don't know what's going to happen or what's the right way to go. But I mean, I think that it's a pretty safe bet that if you stay home, you'll be much more safe, and it'll make others safe too.
Which is what we're all doing is we're all going to continue to stay home here. And
Yes.
we're going to, our podcast series, something that we didn't say or talk about was that this is going to be a series. Yes.
Correct.
We're going to do this for about 8 weeks. We're going to do an 8-week series, and then we're going to take a hiatus. It's going to be like seasons. It's going to be kick ass. And then in the meantime, we're going to regroup and come back with bigger, better content, which just wait till we see what we do this season, you guys. There's so much shit up our sleeves for this. It's
Wait until we have more than just a week to prepare.
Yeah, we've got some really good things up our sleeves, and obviously, we can't say them right now.
Maybe some really big
I'm excited.
guests.
Maybe some really, really big guests.
Maybe Carol Baskin?
No. This whole thing is that bitch's fault.
We might have the Tiger King. I don't know. I mean,
you know what? He's not doing anything.
So, what have you guys been doing to keep busy? I know, RJ, you kind of talked about, you're writing more, getting a little more creative. You're picking up guitar, I think you told me once before.
Oh, well, I've been playing guitar for years, but I'm really just like dedicating to it. I've got my guitars all around here and just trying to, get better at it, get stronger at it, trying to get better at singing. And, it's just been a great, really nice creative purge for me, I get to wake up every morning and just make music,
Yeah, no, I think
What's going on over
that's. No, I was just checking. I thought I saw something in the corner. That was really weird.
I think I did too.
She's seeing ghosts.
Yeah, where's our? Are there cats? I don't even have a cat. What the fuck?
I don't have a cat.
How's everybody doing on toilet paper?
My stock's actually. I got my hands on some TP. No worries.
It's
also,
getting a little easier to find.
You got, or do you mean you acquired? We're using the Queen's English, right?
What? No, I acquired some TP. Okay. I bought some.
You know what? I'm good because I never used it before. I mean, that's never, that's why I don't shake with my left hand. That's what I've always said,
Oh,
what
yes.
in the fuck?
Well, you shouldn't be shaking at all, L bump.
Well, yeah,
like
especially now.
Side swipe up the butt crack. Is that what you're saying to us?
No,
or what?
I'm just kidding.
You know what's really selling like
there's a lot of toilet
hotcakes
paper.
are those bidets you can install on your toilet.
Not interested.
You've
Not
never
even
been
a
to
little bit.
Japan.
No, I've never been to Japan. But
I
know
haven't
that
felt
Japan-
clean since.
Oh my
Do you know
god!
that in the toilets in Japan they have a button that makes a fake flushing sound if you have to fart?
Stop it.
It's for real. Google that. Fact check that shit.
Dude,
That is-
RJ, when we were in Rome, I had to actually go down and ask them what this toilet was and how it works because
The
I had never
squatty
seen
potty.
one. Yeah, I'd never seen one before.
It's literally just a hole in the floor and like two little spots where you can put your feet and you just squat. But apparently that's a much more natural way to do it.
That's why they invented the actual squatty potty that fits around your toilet.
That's right.
Conversation went off the fucking rails. We went from like COVID, how you keeping yourself busy? Hey man, how's your teepee situation?
As you can tell, we don't really
I shit in a hole in the ground.
As you can tell, we don't really do a lot of transitional material. We just kind of bounce around, and right now we're on poo.
You know what?
It's
It's
we're
working.
kind of an improv group. It's how it goes.
Hey.
We improv. So
It's
I
like
think it's
jazz.
working. I think it's really great.
You're the
Even-
steak, I'm the
even-
sizzle, baby.
Even squatting into a hole to take a shit, I guess. Hey man,
Yeah.
there could be worse ways to do it.
I mean,
you
dogs
got to do
don't
what you got to
wipe.
do.
Dogs don't wipe, but I do feel that like they're anatomically built differently than humans.
You're
they don't
right.
have
My-
cheeks that squeeze together when they're done.
My dog's butthole, trust me, I've looked at it. It like it puckers out. So like after he's done pooping, it just kind of it just kind of like all the hazmat is just like tucked away inside.
Oh,
I wish
dear
that I had
God.
that.
This is too funny.
But they also rub their butt on the carpet. I mean, I could see you doing that maybe.
Okay, but-
occasionally.
But
Yoga mats, I'm not an animal.
are you guys? Here's my next question: are you guys wet wipe users?
Hell yes.
Thank
They're
you.
not good for the septic systems.
The
I
Yes,
heard
they
flushable
are.
wipes.
They're
the
flushable.
flushable wipes.
It doesn't matter if they say flushable; they're still bad for the environment.
Listen,
Stop it.
you
They're
could get the
biodegradable.
you could get
Fact
the
check
ones
me
that
on
are
this, David.
biodegradable. Exactly. Wipes. People who don't have wipes are disgusting.
Thank
or
you.
or if you spit on the toilet paper, it's called an Alabama wet wipe.
Oh my god.
hang on.
Once again,
Thank you.
what's wrong with spitting on your hand and
I
using
can't
it?
take
It's
credit
still
for that.
a wet wipe.
I stole that from a comedian. I can't take credit for that.
So all of our viewers here and listeners are getting a real good insight into who we are as people.
these are the things that we would just normally talk about if we were in a room together.
This
That's
is what
actually
first
true.
show's all about. This is what it's all about.
It's about learning who we
Meeting
are,
us.
checking all these things out. Brock, you never told me what you're doing to keep yourself busy and what you're doing in this quarantine.
Playing
shit.
putt golf.
Putt golf, yeah. Well, I mean, I also have a full-time job, which keeps me busy, but I've been doing a lot of cleaning. It's weird. I mean, I've been vacuuming places that I haven't even thought of.
Stop talking about your butthole.
Well, that needs vacuum too, but yeah, I just keep busy. I get outside as much as I can. I mean, sometimes it's nice to just disconnect from your phone for a while also and just go outside.
Do you guys ever like try meditating or anything like that? Any kind of Zen stuff?
I actually just in quarantine, so many of my friends are like yoga, and I've never been a fan of it, and I've actually kind of given it a go. Yoga and hiking and just being outside in the Black Hills, where I lived in South Dakota. So it's been awesome. It's been really good
That's
to like
nice.
find that center to rebalance, because normally
Yeah.
I'm go. I have 8 million things going on, and it's been really nice to just like B-Rock said, disconnect.
It's I try to get outside at least once a day just to get outside and relax, maybe puff on a cigar, have a little glass of wine or something like that,
Is
So
that
you
normal
meditate.
for you? Is that normal for you, RJ, too, when you tour? Do you have to disconnect? Is this kind of like,
Oh yeah.
okay.
Oh, I mean, traveling constantly like that can drive you crazy if you don't keep yourself centered, Luckily for me, songwriting is my release, and I think everybody needs a creative outlet. I think that's the best way to get through any kind of hard times, It's weird for me, man, because I'm just so used to constantly being in a different time zone, and it's really fun for the first couple of years, but after a while that can wear on you, mentally and physically. So I've never actually been in a home-like environment for this long, since we started touring in like 2009. So for me, it's like a little staycation, but I know that that's not the same for a lot of people, because I know a lot of people are furloughed. A lot of people are not getting a paycheck, and it's a scary time.
It's very scary, very scary. Speaking of opinions and stuff, I think it's time for RJ's weekly rant.
Oh, I got a good one. I got something to say. No. My weekly rant this year.
This year.
It's the first
this
show.
year.
I'm gonna edit that out. That's coming out of the
We're
show.
live.
All right, we're live. Woo! Okay, my weekly rant this week is about Amazon boxes. First and foremost, I got to give my shout outs to the Amazon workers out there. I heard there's a strike going on. Is that right?
I didn't hear that, I guess.
I just heard about that today. I guess because they're not really doing enough, putting enough effort into safety regulations or something like that. So
Okay.
if that's the
Oh, wow.
case, my heart goes out to you guys. I'm
And
so
thank
sorry to hear
you.
that.
And thank you for, putting your health at risk to make sure that we get our deliveries. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for putting your health at risk so I can get my Nintendo Switch. Just kidding.
Yeah, for sure. Or our mics, right?
I think my beef with the Amazon box is that it is a surface that can harbor the COVID-19 virus. But it's
Yes.
really, really hard to wipe off. I got my little Lysol wipes. I keep them by the door. And after I get like one side wiped, I'm trying to do my part to sanitize it. After I get one side wiped down, the cloth is just disintegrated. It's all dried up. It's just, And then I have to use like 6 wipes, and I don't want to use, and I'm getting like 4 boxes a day because I'm just bored out of my mind. Amazon shopping constantly. So I wish that there was a way that the boxes could be still recyclable, still biodegradable, and still, I think that science
But easier
needs
to
develop-
sanitize.
Easier to sanitize. Thank you. And that is my rant this week. Can I get your opinions on that?
I definitely agree.
I got something to say. Sorry.
No, I love it. It's it'd be so much easier if we could, if there was an easier way to sanitize them. What I've been doing is opening my boxes on my front porch and then leaving the boxes out there for a little bit and then washing my hands immediately and spraying the package down.
But
Well,
I don't want to wait that long to get my stuff.
Everyone's
Just
got to
open
be
it on the
careful too,
porch.
because like the, pizza delivery companies, they say it's non-contact, right? They're not touching it, but they have cardboard boxes, and this virus stays on it for a while.
See,
so
that's a good point. That's why I think they
when you
should take
get
the
it,
whole
wipe it
box.
off.
They should take the whole box after you put the pizza out of the oven, put it in the box, take the box, put it back in the oven, cook the box.
Exactly.
It's a bad idea.
See, I think that's so our weekly guest is chiming in.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
Is he ready, huh?
He is our weekly
He's
guest
chomping
this
at the
week
bit.
is Dan Catullo, and I'm going to let B-Rock introduce him and tell you a little bit about him.
But
Yeah,
first,
so-
you got to say what the segment's called so I can play the soundbite.
It's called Stop, Drop, and Poppin'.
Stop, drop, and pop it.
Guys,
Somebody please answer that.
Thank you.
Well, this is our guest, Daniel E. Catullo III, but we
oh
just
wow,
call
very
him,
formal.
we call him Dan Catullo, but we've been friends for, it's going on 14 years now. He's been a mentor to me.
Hey, Dan.
He's got
Hey, Dan.
30
Eva.
years in the music industry. He's directed and produced people from, Rage Against the Machine, Foo Fighters, Alicia Keys, Godsmack, all this stuff. I mean, he's got a show right now on PBS called
Hailstorm.
Man's Lives.
We've also done Hailstorm.
also.
That's right.
Over 300 bands. This guy he's great.
He's a machine.
Yeah.
Dude, I think it was you, me, and B-Rock came up with Shipcocked on the first Shiprock.
We actually did, yeah.
We had really bad weather. A lot of events were canceled, so I came up to production. I was like, hey, what can you use me for? I got nothing to do. Like, let's do something.
Let's
And
give you a rubber chicken.
In 5 minutes, we came up with the game where we gave away signed rubber chickens, asking the passengers questions, and we called it Shipcocked. So
And
I think that
aren't people still talking about that, RJ? Like they
You know,
still ask you
we-
about that?
we just did Shiprocked this year. Luckily, we did it before the really bad COVID hit. I don't think any of us really we got a little bit sick after the cruise, but we didn't get hit too bad. But a lot of people were asking about Shipcocked.
Well, we can bring it back. You know what? Maybe we should make it a segment on the show, and I can come on once a month, and we can do a shipcock segment.
We can bring Shipcock to Stop, Drop, and Talk. It all rhymes with B-Rock.
It does all rhyme. So when you guys first told me about Shipcocked, you told me the name first, and it was out of context. And you guys like waited to tell me about the rubber chicken part, and so my face the whole time was like,
Just
Look,
let that
look,
stew.
There's all different types of cruises. So
well,
the best part of that is when we did those segments, we actually infiltrated a Benihana restaurant, and I made RJ. RJ came out, and he was a guest Benihana host.
Oh dear God!
Yeah,
My dream.
that was the crowning moment of my career. It was it's all downhill from there.
Dan,
What's that called? What's that food called? What's the restaurant called?
Yeah, it was Benihana. It was like a teppanyaki thing.
But what is that type of cooking called?
Hibachi.
Teppanyaki.
Hibachi. Yeah, my
yeah,
dream is to be a hibachi chef.
How about yeah?
One
So
day.
Dan, with you being in the entertainment industry for 30 years, you know, the music industry, and you produce and you direct and you do all these crazy different things and work with all these acts, over 300 bands. What was I want to know, what was your most difficult act to work with and why?
You're going to get me in trouble.
You can't say Hailstorm just because RJ's on the show.
No, actually, no. Believe it or not, they
Oh,
were
of course
really
you
easy.
can.
When I work, look, I've only worked with Hailstorm in wonderful situations. So they were opening up for Alter Bridge first time I worked for them, and we were on this European tour, and we were having a blast, and it was it was right after they won the Grammy, so they were just like completely on fire and fun, and that's we ended up shooting the Miss High video, and then obviously the next time was on Shiprock. So what's bad about being on a cruise ship going to the Bahamas? So but God, holy moly, I would say probably get in trouble, but it's kind of a toss up between Marilyn Manson and Chad Kroeger.
No shit. Why?
Manson.
Two extremes
Oh
there,
my
too.
God!
Like,
I
holy cow.
Manson was years ago. It was kind of earlier in my career, but I mean, the rehearsals with him were just insane. He got really messed up, and he's throwing water bottles at our crew and screaming. It was crazy.
Hey, careful, Dan. We might have them on the show.
Well,
Chad
not anymore.
Jack Kroeger was just like, actually, that was when I first met Brock. I did their DVD Live from Sturgis in 2006, and just going through the post process with him. Holy moly, that was a process. He's let's just say it this way, he's very particular about what he likes.
Then we'll have to ask him, who's your least favorite producer you ever worked with?
I'm not saying that.
It's not the one on the show, is it? Just kidding. Just kidding.
Well, we have a surprise for you, Chad. Come on in. I wish it was like Oprah. It's not like Oprah. We're not Oprah. Fuck.
No, it's like Ellen when she does that shit too. Oh my God, could you imagine if we were like, and surprise!
Surprise! Ding, ding, ding.
Oh my God, I would have died laughing. That would have been fucking amazing.
We're gonna have to do that. I gotta make a soundbite for that.
Like one of the, oh my God, it's just so funny. This whole thing is so goddamn funny. I can't.
I love the dynamic you guys have. It's kind of interesting. First of all, it's cool to be your first guest because I know some of the guests that are coming up in the coming weeks. So,
oh, thanks. You want to interview us? You got a question for us?
It's all, the good news for everybody is it's only going to get better from here. This is about as bad as it gets, especially with me as guest.
Oh, so trust me.
Coming up.
Right, come on. Don't sell yourself short. Come on.
Come on,
Oh,
Dan.
it's going to be so great.
What was the number one reason why all of you guys want to do this? Rock.
Oh, he's really asking a question.
Well, I mean, so I came up with this like a month and a half ago, and I wanted to do a podcast, and I was like, look, I don't really have much like radio podcast any experience. I've done 2 interviews before in my life, but we kind of just started talking with Eva and Arejay, and they were like totally pumped about it, and it just exponentially grew, man. I mean, we've been pulling like 16-hour days. I mean, Dan, you've been involved, but it's really gone into something that I didn't even know, could be what it is now. So
yeah,
it's funny because B-rock and I
so nice of you guys.
we live in the same area, and he reached out to me knowing that I've done radio and done emceeing stuff and a bunch of other crap, and he was like, hey, this is my idea, what do you think? And I was like, I mean, sure, like I didn't really have a lot else going on. And then he's like, obviously COVID, we're all in lockdown, and then he's like, yeah, I talked to Arejay Hale, I think he wants to do it too. And I was like, huh, all right. And then it literally snowballed. Yeah, who? It snowballed, and here we are. And fun fact for those people that are just tuning in or don't know this about Dan, which you shouldn't because we haven't said it yet. He's also one of our producers.
Yay! Hang on. A little late, but
which I really, really love because Dan, you're super knowledgeable and you've definitely helped us.
Not about podcasts, clearly, a rocky start, but yeah, never done anything with podcasting or vlogging or whatever the heck this is called when you go through Facebook. So
obviously, none of us have.
Yeah,
totally.
Add it to your resume. So, so you told us who the most difficult person to work with was, or the 2 most difficult people. Marilyn Manson and Chad Kroeger. I'm just going to repeat that in case any other people are listening. You're welcome.
Phone's going to blow up.
But so you've done a lot of festivals and you've promoted a lot of these, huge events. What's your favorite one that you've ever done?
Well, festivals, none. Festivals are tough. I mean, we just had a nasty run with a festival in the fall that it's still haunting us to this day. But
okay, so what's your favorite event?
It's a toss-up. So probably. Look, nothing will ever top probably my Rage Against the Machine show in London in 2010 that we filmed for their DVD. That was the big celebration show for X Factor. We just had 80,000 people going crazy. And then I did Foo Fighters at the Acropolis in 2017. Those are kind of that. And then the show that kind of turned my career a little bit was in 2002. I did Rush in Rio. So those are the 3 kind of big landmark shows in my life.
Wow.
Rush in front of 100,000 people in Brazil, but the Rage show to me always sticks out as the one where we had everything, audience, the energy was there. Plus, I'm a big fan of them. Just that entire experience. I was on the road with them for 2 weeks prior to that, documented everything. So it was just a really killer experience.
Hey, Dan, super quick, not to go off subject, but can you talk about when you were doing that Rage show and the helicopter came in?
Which, the thing with Simon Cowell?
When it like actually like lifted you up and
oh god, that was funny as hell. So those guys they cracked me up on that tour. So we were doing a bunch of festivals, and so we were in Nuremberg, Germany, and the band was going to be helicoptered to the festival site. So I wake up in the morning, I go out to the hotel, and they're like, yeah, we're getting a car, we're going to the airstrip. I'm like, okay, and then like, yeah, it's a 20-minute drive. I said, 20-minute drive, isn't the venue like 10 minutes that way? They said, yeah, we have to go the opposite way. And I'm like, you have to go the opposite way to take a helicopter? And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to go in a helicopter. And then I found out it was going to be like one of those old Ospreys. So I'm like, you know what? I'll meet you guys there. So Jeff Cronenworth, the DP, and we drove out, we met them. We waited like 40 minutes. We're like, where the hell are they? So the thing starts landing. We start seeing it land. I'm like, Jeff, let's frame here. Let's start filming. And we're standing by this car. And it's like a turboprop. and there's like some kind of jet engine on the back of it, and as it's landing, I guess the back of the jet engine like blows something out.
Oh.
And
Oh my God.
I was standing right in the path of it, and it literally it tossed me over the car. It was one of those Volkswagen vans. It threw me over the car.
Was that fun?
It was insane. I think it was.
Sorry, guys,
it was either Tim or Brad. Someone was videotaping it from the helicopter though on their phone.
Oh my God! Can we get a copy of that?
Stories like that.
I would like to have a
stress
copy.
me out.
No, that
Yeah,
was.
I think it's time for a freshie.
Oh, okay. I was
let's
told
do
to
it.
bring alcohol, so I
Time for a
had,
fresh one.
I had my cocktail.
You guys got it.
We
I've
did-
got my edge. We're good to go.
There
We
you
did
go.
tell him to bring alcohol, and we're going to get to that
Yeah.
here in just
I
a
don't
few
know
minutes.
why I have it though. This is something I don't know anything about. So let's see what this is.
Oh,
Girl,
you have
girl,
no idea.
Wait, you just wait.
Girl.
All right.
Girl, we're not done with you yet, though.
Girl, you so huh?
So, what made you want to get into doing this podcast? Like, why did you agree to this project? Because you've done so many huge, incredible shows, and we don't.
Well, I
have
mean,
anything.
Why?
Brock's,
Why?
Brock's like a son / little brother to me, you know.
I wish I had an
obviously,
awesome.
Aww.
anything for Brock. I mean, and then plus,
I have
there
an
probably
all
would,
audience, but I have this.
there would have been no way out of it.
That's for you, Brock. That's being in South Dakota.
I've been on your text message chains where I've gotten collectively about 700 text messages in the past 4 days. So I can only imagine if I said no, what would have happened. So
We would have lit your house on fire and not told you and watched you go down with it.
so but no, I mean, please, I mean, really anything. I love RJ. I mean, you guys are all great. I mean,
Well,
I've
we
had such
definitely
great
love
meetings
having you
with
with us.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Because
definitely.
I really feel like we need a parent figure because, like, right now between the three of us, it's like the children have taken over the kindergarten class.
It's
Are-
when
are-
the cat's away, the
you
mouse
think
likes
I'm
to
old?
play.
Now you're calling me a parent figure? Oh, now I'm definitely old.
You're an old spirit. You're much more mature.
You're a,
And,
Just
you're
tried
a
to
young
drink seltzer out of
fart.
a straw.
Yeah.
So no, we're super glad that you came on this crazy journey with us. It's going to be interesting to watch where this goes.
I look, I agree. I have full belief in where you guys are going with this. I mean, look, I've been privy to some of the things you guys want to do, but I mean, look, I think you guys are going to bring a different dynamic to the kind of podcasting world. I mean, you guys all come from 3 different walks of life, and the great thing is with the common bond that brings you guys together is music. I mean, that's also why I'm on here. It's the same thing, and we're all about to go through probably a really tough 2 years where music's just not going to be the same. We're not going to be able to connect the same way we have, and if anything, it's kind of funny, like for the first time in my career, I feel like what I do is more important than ever because I'm like the only bridge now to be able to bring like a performance from someone like RJ to the people, because without some kind of video in, people aren't going to be able to get that fix anymore and be able to connect with these artists because there's going to be no touring for a long time.
Okay, so on that note, do you think that there will be concerts, tours, festivals this year?
Hell no. No way. Absolutely.
Wow.
Everything will be canceled this year without a doubt. And it has nothing to do with states reopening. There's nothing to do with artists wanting to do it. It's all coming down to insurance. It's going to be insurance and it's going to be OSHA. They're going to be the things that down. And if there's no insurance policies, an artist is not going to do a tour. I mean, what people don't realize, especially when you get to these bigger shows, I mean, if you look back on my Facebook page, I was saying it in February, every festival, every concert's going to be canceled the rest of the year. And people are like, no, Pearl Jam's still advertising for this. I'm like, they're all done. And because a big tour like a Justin Bieber, a show like that, before they even hit the road, that thing's a few million in debt with the startup costs. A tour like that can't go on unless they're doing 4 or 5 shows a week. So when you have these scattered cities, some are open, some aren't, you can't really support a tour like that, even if you could get insurance.
So when it happens, do you think tickets are going to be like super expensive?
No, I mean, the word on the street is right now, from what I'm hearing from, I've been on a bunch of higher level industry calls. The industry is going to really band together when this comes back, and RJ might be able to give more color on it. But artists, everybody's going to go out. I think when it does come back, the ticket prices are going to be a lot cheaper. They're already expecting that because they're going to all work together to bring the industry back. So you're going to start seeing much lower ticket prices. So that's one of the good things that have come out of this. Look, we just had a 10-year run where Live Nation became this behemoth, and 10 years ago, you could still get a $35 concert ticket somewhere. Now, like the cheapest ticket's $100, and there's tickets that go up to $1,000 or more.
So now, how's that going to affect artists like RJ that are touring with way lower ticket prices?
I think as people start to adapt. Here's one of the good things. So I think this is not good, but productions will scale down a little bit. But on the flip side, there are ways to tour more economically now, as RJ can tell you. Like when I started in the business 30 years ago, like one of the first tours I was on was Guns N' Roses, Metallica, Faith No More. It was like 85 semis.
Yeah.
Because back then we had trusses and we had par cans. Now, like a show that size can be fit into like 6 semis because they're LED lights. Things can be much more compact. So even a monster tour right now, like a Beyonce, might only have like a 45-person crew when it used to be normal for an arena act to tour with 150 people. So
the first time we ever started touring was early 2009. This was like shortly after that really bad recession hit in 2008. And we did a tour called Stimulate This. We did it was a big package tour. It was Stained, Shinedown, Chevelle, and us. And we were like the opener on that tour. It was like shortly after all that was going on. And so we're kind of used to having to do whatever we got to do to help everybody bounce back from all this, So
you'll probably do more package tours, right? Like example, I was chatting with John Reese, who was the creator of Uproar and remember Mayhem Festival, and I just yesterday, and I'm like, John, you need to bring Mayhem back in 2021. Or like Kevin Lyman needs to bring back like a Warped Tour. I think the days of maybe these 50 band or 20 band like touring festivals or like even a 10 band bill will probably come back, because what happens on a 10 band bill is everybody shares costs.
Which would be great, because I know a lot of people miss like the Warped Tours and all the like the
oh my God, that'd
festival
be
tours. Those were great, and I think a lot of people are gonna want that. The good thing is, and the silver lining is that when and I say when because it'll definitely happen, when we're able to start touring and playing shows again, everybody's gonna want to go out to a show.
Yes, I agree.
Everybody's gonna be jonesing for it.
That's gonna be how the concert industry turns around with the lower ticket prices, is there's going to be such high demand, and a lot of these have a capacity. So that's where you're going to start to be able to raise your ticket prices a little bit.
You're also going to get some really big meet and greets. Like people are going to want to come out.
I think meet and greets. I think we're looking at a solid 2 to 3 years before meet and greets are back.
Before that,
that's a really good point.
That's going to be the last thing that comes back. There won't be meet and greets, but there might be sound check parties. But you're not going to have the meet and greet where you meet the band. There's no way in hell that is going to be gone. I can guarantee it, and without a doubt. So that's the
good
first
point,
thing. Yeah, we're not going to see that for a while. But
you know what? We're going to do everything that we can do to get through this and to keep on entertaining the people and get back out there so people can actually experience going to a live show. There's nothing better. There's nothing more therapeutic. Yeah. This will suffice for now. This is the only way that we can entertain people right now. But it will come back. It definitely will. And it's going to come back with a vengeance, people. We're all going to be jonesing to play shows. So, every band's going to be playing their hearts out.
By the way, RJ, I want to ask you, because it's all over the press the past 48 hours. What is your thoughts about these drive-in theater shows that are popping up now in Germany and in Finland? Have you seen these? Where they're bands, and they started doing it this week, like big acts, and they've been setting bands up at these drive-in theaters, and people park their cars, and they've been doing concerts.
I think that's a genius idea.
You do that?
If you can, like, sit on top of your car, maybe, and kind of, because you can't really hear very well through the windshield.
No, but you have the speaker, like.
No, they said that the people were rolling windows down, but also they had an FM signal that had it as well. But
that's pretty cool. You know that the church down the street does a drive-up service from my house,
and you're in Nashville.
Oh, there's a lot of churches out here.
Yeah.
Well, I think look. It sucks, and it's going to be a rough year for music lovers.
In the meantime, we're just going to keep on keeping on. Speaking of which, what are you
and I'll keep doing what I do. So I'll try to bring live shows to people as much as we can. So
thank you, Dan.
So sometimes with our guests, what we're going to do is, we'll have them on this segment, chit chat, ask them a ton of questions, interview them, and then a lot of them are going to want to dip out. But we're not going to let Dan dip out. We asked him to bring alcohol to the party because we're going to play a little game called Truth or Drink.
Oh, and that is a part of our segment, which is called.
Truth or Drink. Stop,
No.
drop, shenanigans.
Stop, drop, shenanigans. Stop, drop, shenanigans. Stop, drop, shenanigans. You'll never get me gold. I don't know why I did that. I had to finish that today. And I was like, maybe an Irish drinking song. Why not?
So something that's really cool is RJ actually did most of these segments. We finally named them today. That's why we're so bad about remembering what they are.
Hey, it's the first show.
We named them today, but he also came up with all of the segment jingles today on a whim. I have never seen anybody work this quickly in my life in production.
Fast. It was incredible.
Woo, you know what?
Even during a meeting we had with him, he was still doing it. It's like,
when it's got to be done, it's got to be done right. And even though we did it right, we're still, kind of screwing it up. So it's great. It's really fun.
Hey man, this is live entertainment. Shit happens.
That's right.
So
For
we
show
all
status,
came,
right?
we all came with some truth or drink questions. Something we did not do was have Dan come with some truth or drink questions, so that he doesn't have to ask any, but he has to play.
Okay.
The three of us co-hosts.
Sounds very one-sided, but okay.
Yeah,
Exactly.
well, tough. Yeah, well, tough shit. You're the guest. You don't have to do any work. You just have to drink.
Okay.
So we came to get a bunch of questions. Like I was like, everybody get like 5 questions. We're going to play this game. We're going to see how this pans out. And we don't know if everybody's questions are going to be dirty, if they're going to be like pushing the envelope. We have no idea what these questions are. So who wants to start? And we're asking Dan we all get to ask Dan, and then we have to ask each other.
Bring it.
I think you should start, Ava.
Okay. Let's see here. I've got
Okay.
Why do I feel like I
Okay.
should probably drink right
Eva
now?
starts
before
for
the question
sure.
comes?
Yeah,
All
I'm getting
right,
started now.
You know what? We're coming in hot.
Okay.
Out of everybody on the podcast, okay, you either have to tell the truth, or if you don't want to, you take a drink.
Okay.
On this podcast,
You can also do both.
out of the co-hosts, who would you bang, marry, and kill?
Well, clearly I'd bang you because I'm not banging them. Okay. And I'd probably.
I'm not good looking enough for you.
It's like, I mean, and same with, Mary, I have lived with Brock. Brock lived in our guest room for a little while, and he's actually.
Sorry, RJ.
I guess I'm the one getting
And,
killed.
sorry, drummer to drummer thing. You have to understand. I'd probably have to kill you. I don't know why.
Oh, dear God.
Now I need to drink.
God.
Hold on. I got to switch to the hard stuff for this. I can't drink.
Jesus. I'll drink. What the
I
hell?
did not know I was
Yeah,
going to get the
you
kill
better.
option.
I didn't know I was going to be asked to kill anybody.
Well, welcome to Stop, Drop, and Talk podcast. You never know what you're going to get asked. It's a full-on shit show
That
all
was
the time.
definitely an odd question.
Yeah, it's a good question. So, who's next in the
I appreciate your
Truth or
honesty.
Drink?
I got one. What is the last porn that you watched?
I don't. Who the hell knows porn by names? Like, you want me to
Like
name-
describe it. What's the,
Yeah, I
what's
don't
the
know.
genre?
Nobody, who knows?
Tell me the plot. Tell me the plot. Or are you one of those guys that fast
I'm
forwards to the good
I'm
stuff?
drinking.
I'll tell you what.
You're
I'll
cheating
tell you what the
now,
weirdest.
man.
I'll tell you what the weirdest one was for me.
Okay, go ahead.
Smurf porn.
What the fuck?
I didn't know that existed.
Smurfette. I'll admit I was not watching it, but I did walk onto the bus one time and they were playing Smurf porn on the TV in the bus, and it was Smurfette getting railed by Gargamel.
And who was doing that? Was that Lizzie watching it?
I don't think anybody was watching it. It was just on,
On by
and
itself?
whoever was watching it got out of there real quick when they saw me coming. So if anyone can find this, please send us a link in the comments.
Yeah.
Actually,
All
don't.
right.
Please don't.
All right, Brock, your turn.
Mine aren't so inappropriate. I might have to come up with a little better next time, but I'll try to make this the best I can. Have you ever farted in an elevator
Of course.
and not claimed it? Oh, well, that's easy.
Of course.
I mean, with people in
Of course.
it. Like,
I'm not gonna be like, that was
Yeah.
me.
We've all done that. Yeah. Once or twice.
I guess maybe that's more big city
That was
life. I don't
easy.
know.
Why is that an issue for you, Brock? Do you normally do you feel guilty about it if you fart in a?
Well, I'd be that guy like in the movies that's like,
Hey,
looking
Brock,
back and forth.
do you guys have elevators in South Dakota?
I don't think they have anything with second floor.
we have like grain elevators. Yeah, no, we have elevators.
Don't feed into
Hey,
their
you know what I'd be
bullshit.
interested in? What is the tallest building in South Dakota? It's probably 10 stories, right?
Probably.
I mean,
Yeah, we've got the Empire.
RJ.
South Dakota building. That's what it is. We're not the boonies, guys. I mean, come on.
I don't know,
I'm not gonna
Brock,
walk
you know
out my
I've been
back
there
door and see
many
a
times.
horse.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I've been to South Dakota many times. I know you guys know how to bring it, baby. Woo! I have a blast up there. I love it. I love the people.
People always talk about South Dakota, and then they're like, "Yeah, he's from South Dakota. He's from South Dakota." And then they're like, "How's North Dakota?" And you're like, "Why does that always happen? Is it because of Fargo, that movie, or what?"
Oh, yes.
But you
that's
share
it.
the same second word, and you're right on top of each other. So I mean,
Another underrated Coen Brothers movie.
Yes, agreed. That's a great movie. However, can we just talk about how South Dakota is a better Dakota?
It is for sure.
I would agree with that.
Oh,
Sorry.
shots fired.
Better weather.
Although you know what, we talked about I talked about this the other day with RJ. Fargo is actually a really fun town.
I love
Stop.
Fargo.
You stop.
It is.
Fargo is the only good town
Dude,
in North Dakota. I said it.
Fargo though, man.
I can't talk shit on any city because I know I'm probably going to be there at some
Yeah,
point.
true. Fargo, hey, I said you were decent. What's up?
Hey, you know what? That brings me to my question. Yeah, that brings me to my question. RJ, what's your least favorite city to do a show in?
My least,
Oh,
shit.
God.
Truth or drink?
Ooh, that's a tough least. Man.
I drink
wow.
on that. I would drink on that.
I
one.
would drink. You might play that city again. I'd just go ahead and take a drink, RJ.
You know, I'll take a drink, but I might just have to slip in a little bit of maybe Peoria.
Oh,
Wait, what? What did he say?
he said Peoria.
Exactly. No, I didn't say
Peoria.
no, I didn't say that. No, you didn't hear that.
Hey,
You
any
didn't hear that.
Peoria listeners? RJ Hale said his least favorite city to play
I'm
is Peoria.
editing that out.
You can't. We're live, sucker.
Oh man.
I love this so much. So, okay. So, RJ, or whoever wants it, who's taking this question?
Oh, how about this? Have you ever stolen anything?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I think everybody's drinking.
All right, well, that was easy. Moving on.
You got to get some of those questions in there. All right. How about this? How would you describe your nipples to a blind person?
Ooh.
I don't know, fairly normal.
Blind. They're blind. You can't.
Size areolas, a little teensy nipple. I don't know.
Melted
Like,
Hershey's
how do you
Kisses,
describe
for
nipples?
sure.
I'm trying to figure out how we even do that.
Has anyone watched the Rick and Morty episode where they have the
you
race
know,
war on nipples?
The sad thing is I've worked with Andrea Bocelli a few times. So the first thing that comes to my mind is how would I describe my nipples to Andrea Bocelli, which, you know, is kind of a really weird
I didn't know
my
he
head
was
right now.
blind.
yeah.
What
You
the
know,
I
had
didn't know
no
that
idea he
either,
was
dude.
blind.
Right
how did you
away.
not know Andrea Bocelli's blind?
I love his music. Had no fucking clue he was blind.
And love his nipples too.
The more you know, rainbow.
Wow, I
We're
didn't know.
learning so much.
Yeah.
See, we're fun and educational.
I have a great story about him being blind. When I was at his house in Porto de Mani in Tuscany, and I think I posted on my social media a few times. It's funny, and like right after dinner one night, we're out in the street, and he just got a Tesla, and his son was out there, and they let Andrea drive once. They're drag racing his Tesla up and down the driveway.
Was Justin
You know,
Bieber there?
when
I've
he's
seen
home,
that video. That's
so
really
the
awesome.
home I went to was actually his childhood home, and he actually, you would not even think he's blind. Like, well, the first thing you do when you walk in, you see a big cactus in the corners. You're thinking, is that wise to have a cactus when someone's blind? But he knows that house in and out. He can go right to the drawer and get a fork. You go out back to the horses. He knows when to stop, depending on what stall it is for each horse. But he has a horse-drawn carriage, and he'll actually drive the horse-drawn carriage into town.
Wow.
Like, they'll take the horse and the carriage and just go. But I guess the horse knows where to bring him, or he just times it in his head.
I
It's
just
crazy.
have to tell her. I don't know how to link our Instagram live to Facebook.
Well, you could feed a repeat on it.
Oh, I got a truth or drink question for you.
RJ has a truth or drink question. Nobody can hear anybody else because I got my ear pods in here, and I apologize to our live viewers.
Oh,
I was told this would link Mark Lynn.
Oh no, do your deal. I've got a question also after RJ, so we'll just keep
We'll
going.
try again.
well, we should bring Marklin in for this one. No.
Yeah,
No,
Marklin.
no. Don't encourage him. No. Sorry, love you, Marklin. No. Okay. If it were life and death if you had a gun pointed to your head, if it was life or death, they were gonna kill you if you refused to do this, which one of your exes would you have sex with?
Oh fuck.
Mine go by pretty quick, don't they?
Dylan, I'm on it.
That was really well put together. Holy shit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I put a lot of thought into this podcast.
God, look at RJ coming in with all the controversial questions.
Ooh, okay, so I had to tone mine down.
I know.
Because I thought mine were gonna be so fucked up that I was like, I can't do that.
I think RJ thinks this is a stop, drop, talk, and get divorced podcast.
That deserves a rim shot. Yes.
Come on.
I was looking at some dirty ones earlier, but man, mine are heavy. Okay, so did you cry during Titanic? Like that's my
Titanic.
No.
I can't remember. That was a long time ago.
You did. Come on, you remember.
There was room on that
It's funny,
headboard.
like and I'm a crier too. Like I cry at weddings.
You
like,
do?
I do too.
Yeah, I get really emotional at weddings and stuff for whatever reason, especially when people are really in love. But I don't know on Titanic.
What is a movie that you did cry at?
God, I can't remember.
It can't be animal related because everybody cries at animal
Probably
related.
Jurassic.
Yeah,
Probably Jurassic Park
Marley and me
for him.
for sure. Without a doubt, Marley and me, I definitely cried, but everybody else did as well.
Because I kind of cried a little bit
I'm
when
trying
I
to-
watched Wall-E.
Dude,
Yeah.
I refuse to watch
Marley.
Marley and Me because my dog is.
It looks like
No, I will never
Yeah,
watch
so
Marley
I
and
won't
Me.
watch it.
yeah.
That
Don't
is
watch,
a dangerous movie.
don't watch it. Yeah, it's just horrible.
I
Horrible.
sob at anything to do with like old people suffering or upset. If it's
Like
in a
what?
movie, it doesn't matter. I will
The
bawl. So
Notebook.
no, well that too, of course. But even like the reboot of Roseanne, when the Connors kicked off and like Dan lost Roseanne and he was so torn up, I cried at like the first 3 fucking episodes of a sitcom.
That's a perfect segue to talk about your fascination with John Goodman.
You know what? Goddamn it!
Because that's something I learned the other day, which I just find very odd. I mean,
Yeah. Is it just sexual or is it just? I mean, come on. What is it?
Absolutely not sexual. I am 100% like, you know how like everyone's like, what's the celebrity that you would want to meet? Like you have to meet, and people are like, Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie. I would totally bang whatever, blah blah blah. No, none of that for me. I don't want to meet anybody hot, young, super fucking famous. Oh my God, I have to meet John Goodman. I have to before I die, before he dies.
The only one I haven't met, and I've met I've met 2 presidents. I've met a lot of people. The only person I haven't met that I'm dying to meet is Oprah.
Wait, what were those 2 presidents?
I've actually met Trump 3 times.
Ooh.
I did work with The Apprentice and
Do we
Roland
dare
Farrow.
bring up that topic?
He's a great
Not
actor.
today,
Not
Satan.
Today, not today.
But I've also met Obama a few times because I did work with Obama. I did the DNC in 2008. Yeah, and true
Very
gentleman.
cool.
So,
Very cool.
But can we just talk
but
about
you
how
know,
awesome-
but celebrity-wise, it'd be Oprah. So.
Oprah's cool.
Yeah, she's hot. She's okay.
The Rock.
But
Well,
but
on the
John Goodman.
John Goodman scale, yeah, she's hot. It's you
Okay,
know.
can we just talk about how he is in one of my favorite movies, The Big Lebowski? Walter,
Well, yeah.
amazing.
Oh, yeah.
It's so funny. Most people though,
Market Zero, dude.
Market Zero.
love the dude. I mean, that you know, and so
No, like I like Jeff Bridges, and I went through a really unhealthy White Russian phase after I got like wind of that movie.
unhealthy White Russian. So there is a healthy White Russian phase, I guess, right? Where
When
just-
you can't button
It's
your
just
pants
milk.
anymore because you've drained bottles of Kahlua, and I wouldn't even drink mine with cream. I would drink it with like 1%.
Dude, I'm getting
milk.
ready.
Butter?
Funny. I've been eating better than I ever have the past like 8 weeks since I've been quarantined, but I'm gaining weight and I'm like, what is going on? It was funny. I was talking to somebody the other day. We don't realize in our normal life, we walk like a certain amount of steps a day, but I'm just staying around the house. So even like basic exercise, I'm not doing. So I'm turning into a blob. So I think, you know, people have to remember to go out and at least do basic exercise right now. Like,
It's
go
so
walk.
important to get
Yeah.
out, walk around, go for a jog. Like I see people walking their dogs and going for jogs around my neighborhood. Like those are good things to do.
It's like
So
we were
the-
saying, you need to keep your mental health right now also, you know? I mean,
Yes.
you can't stay locked up. You need to get out. read good material.
Maybe just go for a drive if you can in your state if there's no lockdown.
Mhm.
You know.
You have to. I mean, everybody, you have to do whatever it takes right now to get your mind off it. Like, I've been watching travel shows. You know, I'm friends with Anthony Mercuri from Hotel Impossible, and I actually started watching all his old episodes because at least I'm going to other states and cities because, you know, RJ, I'd love to hear about this. Like, I'd love to know from you. Like, for me, I don't think I've not been on an airplane for an 8-week period in over 20 years. I mean, I'm usually on 3 or 4 planes a week. So
Right.
for me, it's very odd that my whole life just stopped as I know it, and I'm just not traveling. But I'm so used to like seeing airports and other cities, and
Yeah.
now that I don't have this external culture, it's a little weird to me. Is that affecting you? I mean, it is nice to have a break and see the family, but not getting that stimulation and the travel. I mean, it's a little bizarre, isn't it?
You know, I mean, it's it hasn't quite hit me yet where like I'm really missing the travel because I'm really enjoying the creative process of like being able to sing.
So
and
is this
being able to write
normal
every
for
day.
you? So when you're on break from tour, is this the way you normally are? You just kind of stay holed up in the house and do what you're doing now, or?
Yeah, I don't really get out much. I just like to work on music. But even on the road, like I bring my rig with me. I write when I'm on the road, but I can't record vocals. I can't sing. when I'm
But
on the
wait,
road.
but you know, I've said this to many people. I even said it to Brock. You guys are probably the most social band that I've ever met. Like,
Yes.
I've always told people this. You don't need a backstage pass to meet Hellstorm. They will
we
hang out.
love hanging
They
with the
will
people.
hang out after the shows.
Yeah.
They will
Yeah,
meet people
that's
in the
true.
parking lot. You guys are extremely social on the road. Like, you don't go straight from the venue into your bunk on the bus and that's it. You're outside and you'll stay out there until the last person leaves. So you have
they're
stimulation.
cool people, man.
You have interaction with people and stimulation.
Yeah,
Now you
that's
don't
right.
have that anymore. So that's not bothering you?
Yeah, I mean that is definitely a part that I miss. I really miss interacting with you know, people that come to the show, the fans, you know, because I mean I say this sincerely. I'm not just saying this, but like our fans are people that love to just come and hang out and have a good time and listen to good music, and we like to nerd out with them about music and all this, and you know, everything. So I definitely kind of miss that part for sure.
Which is
That's-
so great. Which is so great.
Is the rest of the band handling it well? I mean, you know, have you talked to Lizzie? I mean, is everybody?
Luckily,
Yeah,
we've
doing okay,
all really. I mean, since day one, we've really embraced social media. When it first came out, it was kind of around the same time as our first record came out. Like that was when like Twitter and you know Instagram and all that was coming into fruition. So this is just another extension of what we normally do all the time, anyway. You know, so being able to interact with fans like this isn't really that different than what we normally do on social media, anyway. So. Yeah, so this is just, it kind of feels pretty natural, you know?
I have a serious question for you guys before we get ready to wrap up here, though.
Okay.
It's a truth or drink question.
Oh.
Okay.
One more.
Our brains switch bodies. What's the first thing you do?
Oh.
Jeez, that's freaking deep. Huh.
Wow. Well, I would definitely want to experience what it's like to have boobs. What
Yeah,
do
I mean,
it's
I'd
like?
probably-
What are these things? I can't see my toes.
I'd probably go on a trampoline right away just to see. I mean, you know, just
See what the hype's all about.
anatomy-wise,
Right
what it's
outside,
about,
I
of
full
course.
on thought one of you guys was going to say that you were going to squat over a handheld mirror naked.
That's not a bad idea.
You know what? Write that down.
Just to make sure it's really happening too, because you know we are going a little stir crazy being in the house.
Oh, we are for sure. And part of what we're trying to do with this podcast is, you know, give people something to look forward to during this insane, crazy time. We're trying to bring some positivity. You know, be sure that you're checking on your friends that you know have mental health issues. If you have mental health issues, reach out to your friends. Nobody's going to turn you away right now. We're doing this to be positive, to give you guys something like some entertainment, because, you know, like Dan said, there isn't probably going to be any concerts through 2020. Yeah. So this is our new outlet of entertainment. And luckily, since this was B-Rock's brainchild, he just spearheaded this, and here we are. And we're going to be bringing you a series of 8 weeks of entertainment.
Thank you so much for bringing that up, Ava. And I think you're right. I think we should wrap this up on a high note.
Yeah.
And I think everything you just said, I totally agree with. I think that a lot of people are dealing with depression right now because they're stuck at home. They're going shack wacky. They don't know what to do. I think you're right. I think all those points are so great. Reach out to people. There's so many ways that you can go online and get answers to why you feel certain ways. I've definitely done therapy before, and it does wonders. It's great. It's like getting a checkup for your brain.
Yeah.
It's so great.
Don't be ashamed to reach out. I mean, they have free counseling right now if you need anything. A lot of people are like, I don't want to do it. It's embarrassing. Just do it. If you need anything, reach out.
And being in quarantine, this has put a lot of extra mental stress on people, so this was a way for, we were for sure dealing with some mental stress, sitting around the house, twiddling our thumbs. This gave us a creative outlet, and thus how Stop, Drop, and Talk podcast was born.
That's right. I think that is the best therapy that I can definitely speak firsthand with. What really helps me get through everything is being creative, making music, trying to pick up like new ways to express myself creatively. It does wonders for your brain, and it can help you get through all this. So I think that's a great piece of advice to give to people who are just stuck at home. You're bored. You've already watched everything on Netflix. Try painting. Try picking up a guitar. Try singing.
Yoga. Anything.
Try journaling. Like
cooking.
Keep a journal. A lot of people, if they keep a journal right now, that's a good idea.
You have to stay busy, guys. The number one thing for mental health is keep a schedule, though. Get up in the morning, make your bed, take a shower. But it's funny. I've had the most productive 4 weeks I've ever had in my life. I'm catching up on tax returns. I'm doing files. I've changed a couple doorknobs that have been bothering me for a while.
Nice.
I mean, you start going through the list of things, and and all of a sudden you have like a dopamine rush. Like, wow, you forget it. There's so many things that I was procrastinating about that were bothering me, and now, but you do these small little things, and you have some sort of a semblance of a schedule. So it's important for people to actually find some kind of daily purpose. I know it's tough for some people. There's with 32 million people now that are out of work, which is crazy. But everybody should be there for each other. I mean, not that it makes it easier, but hopefully now so many people are going through similar situations. There's people that can be there for each other.
And be nice to each other. Like yesterday, I was at Taco John's, and there was this kid in a bike behind me. And I bought his food, and I bought a $10 gift certificate for him.
Oh, man, what a good dude you are.
I mean,
give it up for B-Rock. Come on.
Dude, I mean, people do that. But the cool thing was that when I took a right, like out of Taco John's, he threw me the deuces. And that was the coolest thing. Like that made my day.
It feels good to do good.
Yeah, I mean, be nice to each other during this time. So
we're going to get through this. We're going to get through it together because we're all in this thing together. Everyone around the world is dealing with this right now, so you're not alone.
100%. Thank you so much, Dan, for being our first guest ever on Stop, Drop, Talk podcast.
Thank you guys
Dan.
for doing this, man.
Give it up for Dan!
Thank you, guys. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys that you do every week, and hopefully you raise some spirits and entertain people, and for an hour every week, get people out of their living room and into another place.
Well, we appreciate. Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, this won't be the last time that our viewers and listeners see or hear Dan. He's going to pop in and out. We've got a couple special things planned for him. So, Mr. Daniel Catullo, everybody, give it up for him.
Yeah, give it up for Daniel Catullo!
Thanks so much, guys. All right, I'm out.
See you later.
And thank you all of you viewers tonight who are watching us kind of, figure this thing out as we're going along. And it's been a blast. And thank you, Brock, for introducing me to the lovely Eva Steele. And this is now, you have started a lifelong friendship. So thank you, guys.
We're going to have a blast, guys. It's going to be
And this has been so awesome. And thank you so much. And we look forward to entertaining you guys weekly. Be sure and tune in every Friday night.
All right, should we wrap this thing up?
Let's wrap it up.
That's right. That's it for this week. First episode in the books. Thank you all for hanging out. You guys, I love you all so much. And remember to stop, drop, and talk. We'll be back next week, y'all. See you later.
Take care, guys.
Stop, drop, and talk.